Hey guys, Brendon D from chat here.
Woo! Power and money!
Alright, so let's jump right into ORCL now. This stock was hard to...
It's so hard for me to sit
so
back
hard
here.
to sit back and watch this. I was a little late for chat, so I was already anxious jumping in, just seeing what I missed here. And it looks like ORCL was forming a nice... Every time above, every time above VWAP, it was selling off. And it just looked weak. It had weak written all over it. I found these levels before. As soon as I saw this, I was finding downside levels. It said, looks like a reverse ABCD. And sure enough, it started cracking lower. And closer to the open, it was falling harder and harder. And said, oh man, I missed this huge move here. What am I going to do? Am I going to jump in pre-market? No, because I've done it before. And pre-market, the relationship between pre-market and after the market opens can be inversely related. It could be continue the pattern. You don't know. So this huge doji here, look at that. Doji, tiny real body. Complete nuttiness and a lesson to not even touch, especially a stock that's gapped down this much is in play. It's going to have a wild open on the 1 minute and you could get squeezed all around the place. So, all right, so I jumped, I'll get to where I jumped in, but I saw it forming higher lows and I really like this floor stepping pattern. Like that, it was charging back the VWAP strong, forming a booster candle. I love these candles. This is a great candle to know and memorize. It's simple. It looks like a rocket booster. It looks like a Chinese firework. And it closed right above VWAP. I jumped in around 9:34 in like 50 seconds. I just wanted to get that. I mean, I was like 95% sure it was going to close above VWAP. So I jumped right in. And something with this opening range, just like that, is going to be volatile in the next 5 minutes. It could continue to boost up. It could also form an ABCD, and that's what it did. It formed an A, B, C, and then D for break of the consolidation of the pattern. And said, all right, I know Brian, everyone was short and left and right. He went short, I think, around VWAP, covered around these levels, and then was all out. And I was sweating bullets here. But the pullback was expected with something of this opening range. I mean, that looks kind of like a typical ABCD pattern. I mean, risk reward, you really should have stopped that around these levels. But this huge booster candle, I just held it. You know, a lot of times it's going to work out with something as bullish as that, but sometimes it won't. If it was maybe smaller and didn't look, I mean, traders are seeing this and they're thinking the same thing as me. They may want to stop out, but they see all this confidence built in this 5 minutes, and they held it a little longer. And it looks like the bears tried to push it down again, but they couldn't do it. So, and not a good example of stopping out when you should, but a good example of a strong pattern here. So this I liked it for the pattern aspect. I hate it for not stopping out when I should have. So yeah, so target was a lot of resistance on the way up. Wasn't happy about that. Thought 200 could be a good target. Consolidation point here in the pre-market was a target, and I just got too beat up around here, so I got out right at the break of the real body of the pre-market and huge bearish candle. Said enough's enough, and yeah, not proud of the trade, but I have my mixed feelings on that. So let's take a look at PBR. This trade I do like. Now it reminded me of when I was looking at it, I was like, this looks like someone in was it Rob? Yeah, it was Rob. Did a review on Pats yesterday. I was kind of griefing him all day about it because it was just going sideways for about 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. And look at this PBR, 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. And said, you know what? It's not really a reversal. It's kind of a reversal mixed ABCD, if there is such a thing, because it's more of a reversal. With a break a high day there. I mean, a high day and high pre-market. Just being bought up every time of this moving average, higher lows. It's chunking at VWAP real hard here, just constantly doing it. If I'm seeing this pattern, other traders are. And I like the $10 level there. It's a previous, it closed at $10, tested $10, consolidation around $10. So really liked all those factors in there. Volume was coming in; it was decent. wasn't perfect, but it looked like it was building up. And I didn't trust it past $10. I kept telling Carlos, I don't trust it past $10. I just not now. I don't trust it. So I you know, got maybe like an 8 cent move, bought 1,600 shares, so made $100 on that. Happy about it. Stop would have been breaking or closing below these wicks down here. So risk reward probably was, I mean, I wanted to hold the 10, so it really was about 2 to 1. I see the other factors coming in. Risk reward I somewhat ignore, so that's my #1 weakness. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching.
You're nothing, have the son of a plumber.